So it's Cypher Sigma here. It is another look what I have been watching. Now, one of them will kind of give it away in the video. So there we go. So yes, we are up to episode 65. So yes, 65. It will kind of be, it will depend on how quickly I talk, a very short week. So anybody who's new to this series, basically I just go through what I've seen physical media wide in the past week. We only have 4. I went to the cinema a lot and had some additional work and stuff to do, so I've not been watching as much, or just had series that I haven't finished. So first off, so this was a gift from AJ's Movie Place. So this is the steelbook of Angry Birds. So I did really like this. So Jason Sudeikis, I think, is the main guy, if I pronounce his name right. And I went to see this one at the cinema a little while ago, or a fair few years ago when it did come out, 4 or 5 years ago, 2016, 8 years ago. And I actually really enjoyed it. It was one of the first few at the time movie where they adapted something, whether it being a video game or that, and I think they did quite a good job. I say all the different characters and how they work together, and obviously Bob and something like that, and how you integrate the pigs. I thought it was very good. I wasn't the biggest fan of the follow-up to this, but I did think this was good. Obviously AJ had a spare steelbook, so he offered it to me, so thank you very much, AJ. I'm glad to have watched this and now added it into the collection. So we're going on a steelbook route. So then we have Rambo. So this was the last Rambo, I think, I believe. Now this is a steelbook I bought off World of Books, I think, as you can see. Unfortunately, you see, it's had a little bit of a battering around the corners. But I do like the fact that they integrate the slip into the back cover. I know you then miss a picture, but it's nice to not have to feel with a little plastic like you do with this one, where it has the J card on it. So this was actually a really enjoyable movie. It'd been a while since I'd seen it. I wasn't really brought up on the Rambo movies, so I'm not really they don't hold a close memory to me like other movies do, like Back to the Future and stuff. But I did thoroughly enjoy this. Quite, it's they do know how to not tell a story but include a lot of violence. I think it's a good enough mix of both of them. Like, I actually quite enjoyed it. Obviously, again, because I'm not the biggest Rambo fan, I don't have the biggest memory of the first few movies. I can't distinguish this. I know obviously Rambo was quite more bulky when he did bulk up for this one. Was there another one after this? I do not know. Probably, I'm kind of thinking there may be in it. But yeah, I enjoyed it and glad to have at least a steelbook version of that in the collection. So then we go to the final 2 for this week. So this one, I think AJ gifted me this as well. So this is the Fantastic Four on Blu-ray. So re-watching this, I got to obviously revisit the movie. Still not a big fan of Doctor Doom. I just think they really struggled to cast it. I did like actually Miles. I did actually like all the characters who played the Fantastic Four. I quite liked the story. I think there were elements like they should have all kind of been together at a younger age, and I do like Ben Grimm, but I feel like he's always kind of like the oldest of the group, and maybe having Jamie Bell as it was maybe not the right way if you want to link it close enough to the comics. But I thought they worked really well. I thought they shot kind of all 5 of them should have worked together on the project really early on, and then Doom should have kind of been sent off, kind of like how he's introduced, that he was on a project and then sent off, and then him kind of coming back as a kind of revenge thing, I think would have worked better in the world of it. Obviously the final fight with Doom and that on the alien planet, and the whole alien planet as a whole, was a bit like, I weren't the biggest fan of this. The Fantastic Four are a family, and this family unit is what you kind of need to see. And as you focus kind of on the Baxter building and the Baxter Foundation, and obviously Sue and Johnny and stuff like this, you don't really get, the others don't really connect. They're like a group of friends and not really a family, and I think that's the key element that they're kind of missing from a Fantastic Four. But that is just my opinion, but still good to have it in. I didn't mind rewatching it. As I say, it does have good elements. Good to see Michael B. Jordan. And then the final one, so this is another steelbook that I bought. So this is Argo. Well, I think when I did pick this up, and my explanation of what I remembered the film was wrong. So I do apologise of that, and do own up. all the movies and everything I watch, sometimes I get stuff wrong, but it's great. It's Ben Affleck, the third movie he made after Gone Baby Gone and The Town, and obviously this is based on a real life mission, so it's basically in, I want to say Israel, apologies if I got it wrong, but basically there is a major uprising in this country, and unfortunately some of the American people are there. They tried to get out. The main embassy is stormed, but 6 people managed to get out, and they are with another kind of councillor or another government representative, I think Spain. And basically it is Ben Affleck coming up with this absurd way of they come into the country to film a movie, and they kind of smuggle the people that are there with them out of it. I know some of it is a bit twisted in that, and I like the reference to Argo, so they do make a kind of funny joke with the name, and I thought that was great. And it was good that it was based on real life. Obviously, as I said, there are a few bits that happen at the end that never happened in real life and stuff like this. But I mean, I said Ben Affleck doesn't get enough praise for being a director. Now, I know, obviously, the Good Will Hunting thing of people like it was more Matt Damon than Ben Affleck, but I think these movies do prove he does have a lot in him to tell stories in the movie world. And I look forward to future stuff that he does, even outside of the Ben Affleck, the Batfleck and stuff. So this has been a look what I've been watching. So only 4 free steel books on there, so lots of stuff. I'm already up to 4 or 5 for the next video, so there will be quite a big one for that. But I've been a look what I've been watching. Is there anything you would recommend from these, or is there anything in there you feel I didn't necessarily give it enough justice? Please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I shall see you in the next one.